arrest of South Carolina lawmaker Chris Corley sent shockwaves through the State House. Corley was released from jail after posting a $20,000 bail yesterday, but the judge's decision to release him despite the felony allegations against him is not sitting well with advocates of domestic violence reform in South Carolina. News Channel 6's Stephanie Borman joins us live in the newsroom tonight. And Stephanie, the Palmetto State consistently ranks near the top for violence against women, a problem Corley himself voted to tackle.
Mike, year after year, South Carolina's troubling reputation for the highest number of women killed by men is a huge problem lawmakers have worked to combat by passing stricter penalties against abusers. Now, the law says that if Corley is indicted, then he will be suspended, but some people feel he should be relieved of his duties now.
State Representative Christopher Corley's career has gone from the State House straight to the jailhouse, but claims that he beat his wife and pointed a gun at her aren't a shock to some people.
It really is not that big of a surprise. Really? Especially with somebody that's been kind of known for a temper.
The Cumbie Center is a safe haven for victims of domestic violence in Aiken County. The facility's executive director says in her experience, the violence that reportedly erupted at Corley's home on Monday is an indication this was not a first-time occurrence.
An incident like this that's violent doesn't start at that level. Usually it starts with verbal abuse or emotional abuse.
In 2015, in an effort to combat the growing number of deadly domestic violence cases in South Carolina, state lawmakers passed the Domestic Violence Reform Act. The legislation created different degrees of offenses that determine the length of jail time for offenders and banned abusers from owning guns. A law Representative William Clyburn says Republicans, including Corley, and Democrats both agreed would better protect victims and punish batters.
He was an advocate supporter of anti-domestic violence.
Corley is now facing felony charges because of the very changes he voted for. Now, Susan Sheldon says Corley should be used as an example that South Carolina cannot allow this kind of behavior from anyone.
I would love to see the toughest penalties allowed in this case. I would love to see him removed if he is proved to be guilty.
Still, disappointment and sorrow were some of the reactions that many of Corley's colleagues shared with News Channel 6.
We hope that he will learn from this and will.
First-degree domestic violence convictions could put offenders behind bars for a minimum of 10 years. Pointing and presenting a gun has a minimum sentence of 5 years. So for both felonies, Corley could face up to 15 years in prison. We reached out to the state representative for comment, but we're told he will not be making any statements at this time. His next court appearance is in February. Ashley, back to you.